Tonight, 2023 National Census, United Nations Population Fund presents equipment to...
I wish to assure you that these laptops will be put to effective use towards the execution of the census agenda.
Jigawa fire disaster, NEMA donates relief materials to victims.
The situation is terrible. More than half of the town you have gone around with us to see has totally been destroyed.
Plus, Lassa fever, Benue State confirms outbreak.
And treat 31 suspected cases of Lassa fever this year from January 1st to today.
Good evening and welcome to the Network News on NTA. I am Elizabeth Omori. Reading with me tonight is Adiola Komi Akere from Lagos and Asmao Habibu Shagari from Sokoto. She will join us later. You can follow this newscast live on our website, nta.ng/live, NTA News Now on Twitter, as well as other social handles displayed on the screen. The Supreme Court has finally put to rest the controversy surrounding the Kano Central Senatorial District election by affirming Rufai Sani Hanga of the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, as a senator-elect for the Kano Central Senatorial District. In a unanimous judgment prepared by Justice Uwani Abi Aji, delivered by Justice Emmanuel Agim, the five-man panel of justices upheld the verdict of the Court of Appeal, which ordered INEC to recognize Hanga as the candidate of NNPP, replacing the former Kano State Governor, Ibrahim Shekarau, who defected to the PDP, having secured the NNPP Senatorial District ticket. INEC had earlier declared Senator Ibrahim Shekarau as the senator-elect for the district. Senator Shekarau has also declined to inherit a position he did not contest, having defected to another political party. The Supreme Court verdict followed its earlier decision that votes cast during an election belong to the political party. To other electoral matters, the Inter-Party Advisory Council IPAC is urging all stakeholders in the electoral process to bear with the Independent National Electoral Commission as it prepares for the March 18, 2023 governorship and State House of Assembly elections. This was the fallout of the Council's Emergency General Assembly meeting in Abuja. Timothy Yusuf reports.
The success of the forthcoming gubernatorial...
With the assurance that the bimodal voter accreditation system BVAS will function properly and results will be uploaded to the INEC Results Viewing Portal IREV in real time, Nigerians and the international community expect free, fair, credible, transparent, inclusive and peaceful governorship and legislative elections. Therefore, a charge on INEC by IPAC to further justify the confidence Nigerians reposed in it.
It is indeed a difficult time for all lovers of democracy in Nigeria and calls for understanding and maximum support to INEC to discharge the crucial national duty that will define the destiny of the nation.
The Council also enjoined security agencies to sit up and be alive to their constitutional mandate to secure lives and property before, during and after elections.
The will and mandate of the people freely given to a political party must be respected. This is the beauty of election and representative governance. Any attempt to manipulate the upcoming elections must be resisted. The era of vote buying and other irregularities that marred previous polls is over.
The success of the forthcoming governorship and legislative elections will be a giant step in the country's march to political stability, economic prosperity, and visionary leadership. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
Farmers are critical stakeholders in the electoral process, particularly at the grassroots, and they play an important role in the promotion of non-violent elections. This is why the African Union Development Agency and the New Partnership for Africa's Development organized a nationwide sensitization for this category of people in South Nigeria. Clement Barikwe has details.
In this hall are critical stakeholders ready to be refined towards violent-free elections. Discussions at the sensitization are on election security and vote buying.
Knowing that Akwa Ibom is a peace-loving state, courtesy of all the efforts of His Excellency get towards maintaining peace in these states, our elections will not be any different. They are going to be peaceful, and we are going to elect leaders that will move this nation forward.
They must not allow themselves to be bought over, and they must not allow themselves to be used in buying people's votes.
I have no doubt in mind that Nigeria will have free, fair election.
The participants, drawn from various farmer groups across the state, are willing to take the message of violent-free elections home.
We go there and tell everybody, say, do not do anything where being violent. I also way to get many of our people to shun violence.
This is part of the implementation of the Outer Nepal National Program of Action, which focuses on providing early warning mechanisms through sensitization and awareness campaigns to curb violence during and after the 2023 elections. In Uyo, Clement Barikui, NTA News.
Ahead of the forthcoming governorship election, gubernatorial candidates in Bauchi State have signed peace accord towards the success of the election. Awal Abdullahi reports that the event was organized by the Bauchi State Command of the Nigeria Police Force.
The gubernatorial candidates who signed the peace accords are Governor Bala Mohammed of PDP, Haliru Dauda Jika of NNPP, and the running mates of APC candidate Shehu Aliyu. Among others, the signing of the peace agreement was performed at the instance of State Commissioner of Police and other relevant stakeholders. Some observations were made toward ensuring justice on the side of INEC and security agencies, where all candidates unanimously agreed to abide by the rules and regulations. In Bauchi, Awal Abdullahi, NTA News.
Away from electoral matters, women judges in the country have called for gender equality in the judiciary, as well as other fields of endeavor in protecting the rights of women and the girl child against gender-based violence. The Women Judges Association made a plea in commemoration of the International Day of Women Judges, being marked on the 10th of March every year, which seeks to highlight the peculiar circumstances of women. The judges advocate freedom from discrimination and molestation, and the National Association of Women Judges of Nigeria aims to build upon the knowledge of judges to strengthen their legal framework in the interpretation of laws in line with human rights principles.
Appropriate and effective national strategies and plans for the advancement of women in judicial justice system.
It is a time to rededicate ourselves to creating awareness of the impact of certain negative cultural practices, discriminatory laws, as well as gender bias and gender-based violence, to name a few, not only in our judgments, but also within our communities through the various organizations we belong to.
Active participation of women on equal terms with men at all levels of decision-making is essential to the achievement of equality, sustainable development, peace, and democracy.
The judges pledged that the judiciary, being a pillar of democracy, will continue to strengthen its system to live above board. This is national headcount is sacrosanct as arrangements to deliver credible census data are on course. This formed the major discuss are the handover of census equipment by the United Nations Population Fund to the National Population Commission in Abuja. Olusheye Adiabo tells us more.
Many people will also ask, why are we not communicating broadly? We are waiting for the governor elections to be over.
Yeah. It's irrespective of the date,
we
conduct census by the grace of God 2023.
The 2023 census is coming 17 years after the last exercise, and the National Population Commission, the agency driving the project, has assured that the digitization of the head count will make the process transparent and credible. These census planners are finalizing preparations, and this is consolidated with the latest delivery of 16 model laptops of high-performance configuration.
I wish to assure that These laptops will be put to effective use towards the execution of the census agenda. It is my firm belief that the 2023 post-election survey will live up to its tagline by making the census count.
That when we talk about the Sustainable Development Goals, when we talk about leaving no one behind, the sheer size of Nigeria means that not only will Nigeria not deliver its own development plans if we do not deliver the census, it's the foundational data set for good development.
For the UNFPA Nigeria, the agency is actively involved in the census programs and its processes, emphasizing that the equipment is to be used for the post-remuneration survey, PS, an exercise that will validate the census outcome. In Abuja, Olusheye Adiagbo, NTA News.
A bit on health. Health authorities in Benue State have confirmed the outbreak of Lassa fever in the state. Blessing Omeche has details.
Lassa fever, an acute viral hemorrhagic disease transmitted by infected rodents, have continued to be a major source of concern to medical practitioners. Lassa fever is endemic in Nigeria, with outbreaks almost every year in different parts of the country, particularly during the dry season. Health authorities say 31 cases have so far been confirmed, with 3 deaths recorded in Benue State.
151 persons who had contacts with these 31 31 confirmed cases I mentioned earlier have been followed up. The treatment center is active.
Chief Medical Director, Benue State University Teaching Hospital, Makurdi, says some of the patients have been treated and discharged from the facility, while others are still on admission undergoing treatment.
And treat 44 suspected cases of Lassa fever this year, from January 1st to today. I can confirm to you that 17 of them have been confirmed positive. Of this number, 2 are still with us, even though we have 9 patients in the isolation center today.
He further warned that since Lassa fever is transmitted from rodents to humans, preventive measures such as good hygiene, storing food in secured containers, maintaining environmental sanitation, and seeking medical attention immediately any symptom persists is key. In Makurdi, Blessing Omeche, NTA News.
And the Minister of State Health, Joseph Ekumakama, has conveyed the approval of President Muhammad Buhari for the reappointments of Dr. Tosan Irabo as the Registrar of the Medical Laboratories Science Council of Nigeria and Professor Onyebuchi Azubike as the Medical Director of Federal Medical Center Umuahia, Abia State. The 2 chief executives were advised to see their chances as opportunities to build on existing gains and work in harmony with their workforce and other stakeholders.
Be mindful of the fact that you will still be assessed based on what you do and what you will do in the future. Part of the condition for the appointment is looking at the achievements in the time past and also looking to your proposed vision.
The reappointments are for second and final term of 4 years, with effect from 31st of March 2023 for Professor Azubike and 9th of June for Dr. Irabo. You're watching the Network News on NTA. Let's take some messages. More reports ahead when we return. To stay with us.
Let me see your bill. What is this in your bill?
Oh, that. It's gift ship fully paid. Are you an enrollee? I mean, are you registered under the Group Individual Family Social Health Insurance Program? Gift ship.
Gift ship. What is gift ship? Tell me about it.
GiftShift is a group individual and family social health insurance program. Now, the health insurance is mandatory for every Nigerian. GiftShift allows artisans, traders, farmers, mechanics, business owners, taxi drivers, even keke riders benefit from a range of medical surgeries, medical tests, scans at any preferred NHIA accredited hospital in Nigeria. To enroll, an individual contributes only 45,000 naira per annum. For a family of 3, 45,000 naira per annum. Group of 10 persons and above, 15,000 naira a person per annum. This amount is renewable every year.
GiftShift moves, leaving no one behind.
Are you a dealer in cars, jewelry, precious metals and stones and luxury goods? Are you into real estate, or are you an estate agent, surveyor, valuer, developer or broker? Are you into the hospitality industry, lottery business, or are you a mortgage broker, tax consultant, or an accountant? Do you have a supermarket, police betting and consulting or construction company? If you have, go and obtain your certification from the Special Control Unit Against Money Laundering, SCMO, and be free to do your business within the ambits of the law. SCMO has the responsibility to monitor, supervise, and regulate the activities of designated non-financial business and professions, DNFBPs, across the country. Please note that the SCMO certificate is not a guarantee of legitimacy of any business. To register, visit www.scmo.org. For collection of certificate, visit any EFCC office nearest to you. Remember, registration is free.
SCMO, securing Nigeria's business environment. This message is from Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
INEC is making all necessary arrangements to ensure that the elections are credible, free and fair. No multiple voting by anyone, as the bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS, will be used to ensure one man, one woman, one vote. Collation of results will be accurate, as results from all polling units will be transmitted electronically to the INEC results viewing portal for all to see. Be patriotic. Vote during the 2023 general election.
In me, it depends you, it depends us, it depends everybody. Yes. But war, bloodshed, scatter, come out, it no go solve am. This one they talk, and make them go if they won't go. This one they talk, we go come out, we go. This one say, make we scatter, make we burn, make we do everything. When you scatter finish, where you go? Okay, you go take private jet, carry your family go. But make I ask you, what about your uncle, mama, auntie, brother, sister? What about them? Remember, who throws stone for market? You don't know whether the stone go touch your own person. If the thing will go come out from your mouth, you know go fit gather us together as one people. Shut up with please. War no get friend. You know no language, you know anything. So if our get too much, make we sit down at the table of dialogue. Nigeria na my own, Nigeria na your own, Nigeria na our own. Make we come together, keep them together.
Hello, madam. Would you like to join us on this mission?
Yes, but how?
Just one question. How do you keep your toilet clean?
I use regular detergent and bleach for washing and removing yellow stains. I have been using it for years.
Madam, the regular detergents and bleach are used for washing clothes. To disinfect your toilet, you need Harpic 10X. It is specially made for germs and stains removal. Harpic sticker formula settles on stains and gives 10 times better cleaning.
Wow! Now I'm convinced, Helen Paul.
Really?
Yeah.
The next house is yours.
The Federal Road Safety Corps FRSC has observed the rise in road crashes involving passenger buses that engage in night journeys. These crashes, which are often occasioned by fatigue, poor visibility, excessive speed and other road traffic violations, have become very worrisome due to the fatalities and injuries that come with them. By this notice, the Corps Marshal, Dauda Alibiu, wishes to advise the general public, particularly those who engage in night journeys, to avoid such trips for their safety and the safety of others, unless where it is considered absolutely necessary. Driving tired is as dangerous as drunk driving. Drive to stay alive. Announcer BC Kazim, Corps Public Education Officer, FRSC.
You're still watching the network news on NTA. Now, to Humanity and Disaster Management, National Emergency Management Agency has donated relief materials to victims of fire disaster in Jigawa local government area of Jigawa State. Mohammed Musa Askira reports.
The destruction caused by the fire is another major economic setback for the community, still recovering from a flood disaster that not long ago ravaged the area. Going through the affected parts of the village, it was a ghost of its old self. The victims have lost everything they ever had.
Authorities have been helping us since the disaster struck last Sunday. We are grateful to them all. We have lost everything to the fire, but we know it's a test from God and we take it in good faith.
The delivery of the assorted relief materials, according to the victims, has come at the right time when the Ramadan fasting is around the corner. The victims raised their concerns over their lost permanent voter cards to the fire, to which the deputy governor said the government will approach INEC for a solution.
We have done similar with our polluted victims, and the INEC has also tried to find a solution to that. On the same vein, we'll try as much as possible to discuss with INEC so as to ensure that these people were given an opportunity to choose their leaders.
The Director General of NEMA, Ahmad Mustafa Habib, sympathized with the victims on behalf of the federal government, while also delivering a donation of 1 million naira in cash for the victims from the President-elect Aswaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
The situation is terrible. More than half of the town you have gone around with us to see has totally been destroyed.
The assorted food items and building materials donated by the NEMA is not a compensation, but rather to cushion the hardship being experienced by the victims of the fire disaster. From Dutse, Muhammad Musa Askira, NTA News.
Let's shift attention to education. The National Language Policy is receiving attention few months after approval by the Federal Executive Council. This policy will allow the teaching of pupils from primary 1 to 6 in their indigenous languages alongside English. Abdulmalik Hassan reports on the visit of the Organization for Education Cooperation to Nigeria's research agency on the issue.
Nigeria has become one of the first member states of the OEC to fulfill and take very concrete steps towards the fulfillment of the commitment taken within the Universal Declaration of Balanced and Inclusive Education of ensuring mother tongue education as an essential.
Known to be a black and white document, the National Language Policy may just be on the verge of exceeding expectations.
And use of Nigerian languages.
So far, discussions held here revealed that
we have updated the social linguistic survey that I have mentioned of the language diversity and use in Nigeria, and in the effort to see that the policy is realized, we have so far developed orthographies of 60 Nigerian languages, and they are ready to use in the educational pursuit as dictated by the National Language Policy.
although much progress have been made, the Organization for Education Cooperation wants more focus on capacity building with regards to curriculum translation, research, and the use of modern technology.
It is the link, the umbilical cord that links one to a community. Language is first and foremost about communion and community.
The development of school curriculum that seeks to address the issue of out-of-school children, especially the overaged persons, was also discussed. Abdulmalik Hassan, NTA News.
It is another promise made and fulfilled by the Rivers State Government with the inauguration of the 9 kilometers Akpobo Egbeda Elele Omoko Road. Ogedinyekwe reports that the road is expected to put an end to the difficulties faced by the people to access the city.
Statement heralded the governor and his entourage as they arrived venue of the inauguration. The visible joy of the women knew no bounds as they reinvented the age-long traditional women wrestling to entertain the dignitaries. The reason is obvious. The age-long sufferings of accessing their farms, neighboring communities, and the transportation of their farm produce to markets and city is now a thing of the past. Wike says Delivering the road in less than 3 months demonstrates commitment on the part of the government.
And some people wonder what kind of road or construction that the job was started 3-4 months ago and the job has been completed. Again, that shows how serious, that shows how important we are committed to delivering the dividends of democracy.
The Apabo Eleda Elele Omoko Road is a virgin road constructed by the River State government. It will serve as an alternative route for the Elele Omoko Road. In Eleda, Ogedinyekwe, NTA News.
Revitalization and full-scale operation of the steel rolling mills in Nigeria will serve as catalyst to drive innovation and enhance science and engineering infrastructural development. Olajide Bello reports that the Executive Vice Chairman of the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, Professor Mohammed Haruna, stated this at the 10th anniversary of Naseni Solar Energy Limited, an offshoot of the agency.
Designed with the capacity of average DJ system is 1.5 kVA, so you can use it directly.
10 years and still waxing stronger. Naseni Solar Energy Limited has been in the front burner of provision of alternative source of power to grow the economy. This is evident through the design and production of solar power trainer, which helps in the practical demonstration of electric load auditing, solar power system sizing, solar power system design, solar power system installation and electric load isolation, currently undergoing patenting process. These and many more were recounted with nostalgia as the journey of 10 years was put in retrospect. The Executive Vice Chairman described the journey since he took over as captain of the Naseni ship as unprecedented through cutting-edge technology and support from President Buhari's administration.
Naseni is now doing its research and development in line with its mandate, in line with its structure, like sister organizations in the Asian Tigers that have succeeded in taking their country's economic development using science and technology as a foundation.
On the part of Naseni Solar Energy Limited, its mandate of evolving from 100% imported raw materials to 100% locally sourced raw materials for production of high-quality solar application products is gradually gaining momentum.
In due course, it's going to generate IGR for government, but let people see it, because it is a complete value chain, not just manufacturing. They are going to be installers, researchers will remain there. Apart from the other benefits, people can still earn a living through solar energy.
Earlier, the top echelon of the NTA News Directorate, led by the Executive Director News, Muhammad Labbo, paid a courtesy call on Naseni for a more robust collaboration. Olajide Bello, NTA News.
This is the Network News on NTA. It's time to head to Lagos, where Adeola is standing by with some reports for us. Hello, Adeola.
Reactions have continued to trail the recent order by the Supreme Court on the acceptance and disbursement of the old 500 Naira and 1,000 Naira notes by deposit money banks till December 2023. Amaka Owo captured the views of some bank customers across the metropolis and now reports.
Even around town, some customers were sighted waiting endlessly on long queues.
We are still imploring the federal government to make more announcements on media, on radio, television, and so on, that compel the banks. They should be giving out the 500 and 1,000 notes, because the suffering is much.
Every blessed day, no money, no network. Every blessed day. Since yesterday, this everything that I've been buying. Since yesterday, I buy everything. I cannot just do transfer. I cannot do common transfer yesterday. Today, I've come to bank to do the transfer. It's not going.
The crowd unleashed their anger at the slightest resistance from the bank personnel to prevent media from carrying out their duties. The people say there's a bit of confusion.
It's 100 Naira there they can give us. There is 200. Why giving us old notes that they say they cannot collect? When we spend it out there, they will not collect. And the bankers too are not collecting it. So what do they want us to do?
They have come out to address us that they can pay us old notes, but they are not going to receive it.
These senior citizens lament undue considerations for them and the untold hardship this has caused them.
I did there since, for Lassa suicide, I did there since 7 o'clock yesterday. I left there by 3 o'clock yesterday. I didn't collect any kobo. It is good that there, elderly somebody like me, standing outside, not be inside.
We are waiting for the president to talk, and maybe the governor of Central Bank will reverse his word.
It is the expectation of many that the appropriate authorities address issues raised to alleviate challenges faced by majority of the people. In Lagos, Amaka O, NTA News.
The recent accident that involved the bus and train in Lagos brings to mind the need to obey the safety rules surrounding the rail tracks, as little mistake has a tendency for massive destruction, as witnessed in that collision. Larry, who has been pondering on why anybody could put his life on the line under the banner of trading, visited one of the rail tracks, and this is what he found out.
First train for the day coming from Ibadan is prompt, delivering its passengers at the Mobology Johnson station in Lagos.
But there's a disturbing trend going on right now at the tracks. Believe it or not, I'm right in the middle of the tracks, yes, with this crowd of people buying and selling around me. And I asked them, how do they do it when the train is coming?
When the train is coming, if it will blow on from the far, they will hear the sound from the far and adjust and leave the rail line, and the train will pass and they'll go back to their own business.
Anybody will carry a market come out. One train pass, we will return them back.
Barricades are constructed at rail tracks for safety of the people, showing the limit where one could reach during business transaction around the railway. But when barricades are ignored or even destroyed for whatever reasons, personal or otherwise, it becomes worrisome. The railway around Yaba axis is one of such examples.
And also, you don't have any business being on the track. From time to time, constitute task force that will go to the track, dislodge people from the track. But most of the time, you see that once after the exercise, you see people trooping back to the track.
Not until we're able to have enough trains so that we run every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes to deter the people that come to the track. It's going to be very, very difficult.
The head of the Nigerian Railway Corporation stated that removing barricades meant for their safety is not only dangerous to their lives, but the viability of railway transportation in the country. In Lagos, Larry Bilayi, NTA News.
Do not forget that you can still follow this news broadcast live on our website at nta.ng/live and on our other verified social media handles displayed on the screen for updates. There will be more news after this time out. To stay.
Ah, Helen Paul! Hello, madam. Would you like to join us on this mission?
Yes, but how?
Just one question. How do you keep your toilet clean?
I use regular detergent and bleach for washing and removing yellow stains. I have been using it for years.
Madam, the regular detergents and bleach are used for washing clothes. To disinfect your toilet, you need Harpic 10X. It is specially made for germs and stains removal. Harpic sticker formula settles on stains and gives 10 times better cleaning.
Wow! Now I'm convinced, Helen Paul.
Really? Yeah. The next house is yours.
Why do we do it? Hide, cover up, tone down. Choose boldness. Celebrate the skin you're in and dress with confidence with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa Body Lotion. The triple layered care of deep moisture serum, precious cocoa butter, and vitamin E. Enriches your skin for 48 hours. It's time to show off your best skin. Wear your skin with pride every time with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa Body Lotion.
Bye, Mom.
He's going to play in this weather. Why did you let him go? He might fall ill. And if he doesn't go out for practice, how will he win more trophies?
To protect our family from illness-causing germs during the rainy season, we use Dettol soap every day.
Dettol with Germ Defense gives you protection. Rainy season brings a lot of germs, and Dettol soap's Germ Defense protects you from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Dettol soap is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association. Be Dettol Show.
Mommy, it is time for us to leave this place.
One of your earrings is missing.
We'll find it.
I'm not willing to take that chance.
Have a big plan, man.
What do you want?
I want a senior position at the bank. If anything happens to me, go through the content of this envelope and check every single thing. It's done. No one will ever find out the truth.
My name is School Fred Jeremy Pats. I'm one of the Empower beneficiaries. The name of school I'm here is Government School, Abia Ponkap, Abuja Government, Akwa Ibom State. I'm a young graduate since 2015. I was after the service. Since that 2015, I went to service 15, finished by 2016. I was looking for a job. I would meet some different firms, but they cannot accept me. So I was now looking for other small business to do. I just heard the information on it that the president is doing it to have 1 million youth to empower. It was online registration. After that, you upload everything through net. At the end of it now, they shortlisted me. So I went for physical verification. After that, they are now giving me the post to place me to my primary assignment, NTA.
Thanks for staying with us. The National Council for Arts and Culture, NCAC, and the military of the United Arab Emirates are partnering on ways to promote culture and tourism for both countries. This was made known when the Director General of NCAC, Olusegun Mushewe, received a delegation of UAE military officers in Abuja. Oinaya Kaloka reports.
The delegation, who are military officers from the United Arab Emirates, are in Nigeria for a course at the National Defense College, Abuja. With an interest in promoting both countries' cultural ties, they visited the National Council for Arts and Culture headquarters. The Director General, NCAC Olusegun Mushewe, said both countries have a lot to benefit by working together in projecting their rich cultural heritage. He called on the military to explore more on the culture and tourism sector.
The whole idea is to tell the whole world that United Arab Emirates and Nigerian are working together very strongly, not only culturally or tourism, but also in the military dispensation, which we are very happy to receive you. So I assure you once again, it's going to be all over this information to tell everyone of what we have done.
To learn and to get some lesson learned from these countries to use for our to use it as for our futures.
Both countries promise to strengthen the relationship further in different areas of arts and culture. Oyinaya Kaluoka, NTA News.
Now let's talk money matters. In Zamfara State, money deposit banks are yet to start issuing the old 500 and 1,000 Naira notes, as traders and commercial vehicle drivers have continued to reject the old currency despite the recent Supreme Court's judgment on the matter. Jamil Ibrahim has more.
Supreme Court judgment which directed that the old 500 and 1,000 Naira notes should continue to coexist with the redesigned ones as legal tender till 31st December 2023 was greeted with accolades by many Nigerians, expecting that it will bring relief to the untold hardship occasioned by the scarcity of the new notes. A drive by NTA News crew to some commercial banks, motor parks and markets in Gusau's Zamfara State capital, however, reveals that almost a week now after the judgment, the situation has remained the same. A cross-section of people who spoke with NTA News on the matter decried perpetual non-compliance with the Supreme Court judgment by the banks and traders across the state.
I have never come across any of the automatic teller machines, ATM, dispensing the old Naira note.
I'm going to Kaduna, I'm asked the driver, how much here to Kaduna? He said 3,000. Then I give the 3,000. He said he's not to collect this morning.
I'm not collecting the old Naira notes because they are
If I collect it, they won't collect it from my hand.
The national bank said they stop collecting it. That's why we too will stop collecting all money.
I never collect talk of to send it go to bank.
All the respondents are unanimous in their appeal to the federal government and the CBN to urgently do the needful with a view to reducing the suffering of the masses. In Gusau, Jamilu Ibrahim, NTA News.
Amidst the uncertainty in cash transactions, business owners in Ado, the Ekiti State capital, have appealed to the Central Bank of Nigeria to give clear directives to commercial banks on the issuance of old Naira notes in view of the recent judgment of the Supreme Court. Olukemi Sane, who visited the major center of commerce in the town, reports that many are still rejecting the old Naira notes.
Welcome to Ojoba Market, the commercial nerve center of Ado Ekiti, the Ekiti State capital. Huge buying and selling of various commodities and items. But we wonder which of the currencies are acceptable here, the old or the new Naira notes.
The people should announce it, make it known to everybody that this Naira should be spendable. Because we have the money, it's not that we don't have it. Yes, so we have it, but they are not collecting it. Please, look at it.
Why do you accept the old currency?
I accept it because of there is no markets and there is no cash on town. And to come to the transfer, if they want to do transfer, network will know okay.
The news told me that I should be collecting it. That's why I decided to collect the money.
If I collect it and if I take it to the bank will not welcome it. They will not collect it. That's just what we are suffering now. Even the queue in the bank will not even give you access to enter.
The Supreme Court has made the pronouncement. The president has not said anything specific. No pronouncement from the central bank. That's why people are confused.
One thing is certain in Ojoba Market. Both the old and new notes are acceptable depending on whose store you are and which commodities you are buying. In Ado Ekiti, Olukemi Sani, NTA News.
And for more reports from the business arena, let's join Musa.
Thank you.
I've most business efficient and transparent agencies for the year 2022. This was contained in federal government Executive Order 00125. Agencies have performed best in the best and most efficient ways to promote businesses in their duties to achieve excellent service and delivery. More than Census and the organization came second, scoring 78.68%. The Senate organization has also stepped up its daily request for massive laboratory testing and information, measuring the process to advance testing of Nigerian products for local consumption and export. This fee is that will help Nigeria participate.
We sincerely apologize for the loss of audio. Do bear with us, our engineers on it. Now let's move to Sokoto, where Asmao is standing by with some reports for us. Hello, Asmao, and nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Elizabeth. Good evening and welcome to Sokoto. The Interagency Committee on Election Security in Sokoto State has pledged to intensify efforts to ensure violence-free governorship and state assembly elections. This came to limelight during an interactive meeting with the new leadership of INEC in Sokoto. Elhato Abdullahi has more.
The interactive session had in attendance heads of various security agencies and officials of Independent National Electoral Commission Sokoto office. This is an opportunity for the stakeholders to discuss on how best to ensure free, fair and credible governorship and state assembly elections in the state. Issues that dominated the session include challenges faced during the presidential and national assembly elections in the state. The security personnel faulted the electoral body on the hiccups that characterized the elections, citing late arrival of ad hoc staff and sensitive materials to the polling units as an example. The National Commissioner posted to Sokoto State for the conduct of governorship and state assembly elections, retired Major General Modebo Alkali, commended security personnel for their commitment toward ensuring violence-free elections in the state.
I want to call on all indigenous or voters in Sokoto State to adhere with the rules of the game. Let them not violate anything that will cause the disruption of the election. Let them be peaceful. We don't want to see any bloodshed because of election.
The governorship and state assembly elections have been shifted to 18th of March 2023. In Sokoto, Dalhatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
Sultan of Sokoto Muhammad Saad Abubakar has advised governorship candidates in Sokoto State to embrace peace and prevail on their supporters to shun violence. He gave the advice during a meeting at his palace with the governorship candidates and their party chairman. Dalhatu Abdullahi reports.
Sultan Muhammad Saad Abubakar expressed dismay over the way some politicians in the state have been making unguarded utterances, saying politics is not a do-or-die affair. The monarch reminded them that as Muslims, they must believe that Allah has already chosen who will lead the state for the next 4 years. Therefore, they should accept the outcome of the elections in good faith. He called on them not to use politics to disrupt the peace that Sokoto State is known for. Responding on behalf of political parties in attendance, State PDP Chairman Belali Uguranyu and that of APC, Isa Sadekachida, resolved that any party supporter found trying to disrupt the election process will be dealt with accordingly.
We are committed to maintain law and order before, during, and after the election. Yes, we are committed to what our Sultan has envisaged.
We have all agreed there's no more katakata, no more mugu. Everything will go on peacefully. Anybody that committed any offense will be arrested and prosecuted.
The meeting later continued behind closed doors. In Sokoto, Dalhatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
Do not forget to follow this news broadcast live on our website at nta.ng/live and all other social media handles displayed on your screens for updates. We will take a short break, and when we return, the news will continue with Elizabeth in Abuja.
Bye, Mom.
He's going to play in this weather. Why did you let him go? He might fall ill.
And if he doesn't go out for practice, how will he win more trophies? To protect our family from illness-causing germs during the rainy season, we use Dettol soap every day.
Dettol with germ defense gives you protection. Rainy season brings a lot of germs, and Dettol soap's germ defense protects you from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Dettol soap is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association. Be Dettol Show.
When life gets busy, you can always rely on Gold TV to make things a little easier. Upgrade to the next package and we'll boost you to a higher package for free. Gold TV. Love it.
Okay, I learned about the Jeep loan through Mrs. Umar, who is the desk officer in Calabar South of the National Orientation Agency. I registered through her. Thereafter, I was shortlisted. At first, when I heard about the program, I didn't believe it. I was thinking it was a scam because you've been hearing a thing of this and it's been so rampant everywhere. But I was optimistic that it will come to reality. Before now, I was unable to own a stand. Before now, I was able to get few important ones, and that been helping me to work, and at the same time make me own a stand where accessories are being sold. So I thank the federal government for the program.
A body has been found, possibly a child.
I think I have something.
I think it's another ritual murder.
Stop!
Hold on. That's the council's name. So what do we know about the so-called senior court members?
It appears their real strength lies in the members now in government, judiciary, business, and the police.
Now this is getting interesting.
And next is Sports Update with Olumide Eguntola.
Nigeria's Flying Eagles Friday afternoon in Egypt clinched the bronze medal of this year's Under-20 AFCON after a 4-0 demolition of their counterparts from Tunisia. Nigeria is now fourth bronze-winning title holder, the highest so far in the continent, after lifting the title for a record 7th time. From the continental scene, Rivers United are still basking in the euphoria of their 3-1 win over their counterparts Montema Pembe from Congo, with eyes fixed on qualifying for the quarterfinals of the CAF Confederations Cup.
And it shows that our league is developing. So I congratulate them, and I just want to let them know that they should not relent on their efforts.
From the English Premier League, Manchester City will this Saturday have another opportunity to close gap on league leaders Arsenal when the team takes on Crystal Palace, while Liverpool will play away to Bournemouth in an attempt to increase its points, among other matches. And in tennis, the third slam in the International Tennis Federation ITF calendar, Wimbledon, has finally bowed to pressure and lifted its ban on players from Russia and Belarus. Wimbledon has also been allowed to award ranking points that were taken away from players that participated in the competition last year as punishment for the ban. Novak Djokovic and Elena Rybakina won the men and women's titles but got 0 ranking points. With Sports Update, Olumide Eguntola, NTA News.
Thank you, Olumide, for the updates. The death has been announced of a former Surveyor General of the Federation, Professor Peter Nwelo. A night of tribute will hold on Thursday, 16th of March 2023 at the University of Lagos by 4 p.m. and Requiem Mass on Friday, 17th of March at the University's chaplaincy by 12 noon. A second Requiem Mass will hold on the 30th of March at Lux Terra, Abuja at 5 p.m. The Burial Mass is scheduled for 15th of April at St. Joseph the Walker Catholic Church, Adazi, Nukwu, Anyocha, local government area of Anambra State at 9 a.m. Interment and reception to follow immediately at the family compound. Let's take a look at the weather picture for tomorrow, Saturday.
Glad you could join us. We expect a quiet Saturday morning that's good for outdoor activities, as sunny skies is still expected over the north, with few clouds over the central cities as well as the entire southern region, though chances of thunderstorms are expected over parts of Akwa Ibom, Cross River and Rivers. Better prospect of thunderstorms are expected later in the day over most parts of the inland cities of the south as well as the entire coastal cities. We expect it to be intense over the southwest inland. The north-central cities are also expected to have few thunderstorms over parts of Kwara, Kogi, Benue, FCT and Nasarawa. There is no threat to air quality across the country. Now let's see how this weather affects the temperatures. I'm Sefia saying Inusa.
And that ends the network news. Thank you so much for your time. Do remember that the campaign against rape and rapists is still on. Be our star. I'm Elizabeth Omori.
With the NTA News mobile app, the one-stop information center. Real news at your fingertip. Be the first to report by uploading first-hand information on the U-Report link, and be the first to know by simply clicking on any of the links on the sidebar for headlines, domestic and foreign news, economy, security, politics, sports, and more. Stream live on your smartphone and tablets and stay connected. It's pretty easy. Simply download NTA News app from your Google Play Store and you're good to go. NTA News mobile app, your access to real-time information.
From dusk to dawn, 24 hours a day, NTA International is with you in your living room, office, everywhere and anywhere. We provide the company you desire in terms of balanced and up-to-date news, programs and the best of entertainment. Tune in to DSTV channel 251, GoTV channel 91, Freeview UK channel 264, or you can download www.visiontv.co.uk. App for iOS or Android. You can also see us on Facebook and YouTube for quality content on the go. NTA International, Africa's window to the world.
Driving the rain.
It depends on the velocity of the rain.
My name is Biko. And I'm Mana. And together we are Biko's Mana.
What is up, everyone? My name is Ricky Smith, and I am the writer and producer of the Sesame Street Friends theme song.
Hey, it's time to play. We're glad you came because we love to share.
It's been so cool working with Biko and Mana on this project. They've been incredibly professional, and obviously they are so talented. We could not have found better people to sing this song.
Hey, it's time to play. We're glad you came because we love to share. We can laugh and sing, do brand new things with new friends everywhere. Come, let's have some fun. With everyone. Because we love to learn together, making new friends forever. We're Sesame Street Friends.
The struggle for independence had been a long and tough one. Our founding fathers and compatriots sacrificed their comfort and even shed their blood. We cannot at this point in history afford to spirit away their sacrifices for immediate but temporary gains of today. Let us emphasize what unites and not what divides us. Working for the unity of purpose with a stronger vision for a better tomorrow. NTA, growing with the nation.
NTA Sports 24, where sports thrive.
Although social media as a channel of communication is inherently harmless, it becomes harmful and damaging when used without discretion and thoughtfulness. Bad social media users spread rumors and fake news without verification. But good social media users stop, reflect, and verify information before sharing it. Be a good social media user. Stop the spread